Hi there. So in this video, I'll try to do 59 number from this worksheet, which is this 59 number. This 59 number is this 59 number is a bit interesting in terms of its calculations and the calculations and the process. You will see it is a bit different. 59 number. So in that sense, it is kind of interesting maths here. F of x equals to, the question is f of x is, oh my god, okay, fx equals to minus 2x squared, then bracket, then x squared minus 2, x squared minus 2. So for this question, we have a new situation for this question. Basically, we cannot just all of a sudden start doing it because we have a situation here. We have to do it. We have to just work with the question a bit for this question, and that is okay. Let me use this bracket. Then I can write it like this: x squared minus root 2 whole square, like this. I will explain it why I am writing it this like this in a while. Then we can write 2x squared, then a square minus b square formula I can make. So it will be a plus b into a minus b. So why I did it this way, the reason is, actually, suppose if the question is like this, then it is easy, x square minus 3 whole square. Then we can do x plus 3 and x minus 3. We can factor them this way. But the problem is, for the 2, we cannot write anything like that. Like, we cannot write like 1 square equals to 2. That's not possible. I cannot write 1 square. So that's why when you cannot write like this, in that case we have to bring that square root, then whole square. So square root and this is square root and whole square cancel out. So basically we get the previous thing, and again this actually serves our purpose. The thing that we want. And why we have to do it, the reason is there is this 2 factor actually hidden here. So we have to break it down to analyze the math, because we are actually analyzing the math basically here. We are trying to get all the properties, all the thing from this function. Now let's do it. Now a number. First question is we have to find out the real 0 and its multiplicity. Okay, so real 0. Let's find real 0. So first real 0 will come from here, which is x squared. We have to write x squared equals to 0, then x equals to 0. Basically it will come. So this is some independent term. This term is combined. So this is just only one thing. So we have to look at this way. So the first real 0 is at x equals to 0. The next one is x plus root 2 equals to 0. So we have x equals to minus root 2. Then we have another term here, which is x minus root 2 equals to 0. Then we have x equals to root 2. So we have got 3 real 0, x equals to 0, x equals to minus root 2, and x equals to root 2. Each of this, suppose if you put this here, then the whole function becomes 0. If you put this function in the whole function, then this quantity will become 0. Then this will make the whole function 0. If we put it in the whole question, then this quantity will become 0, because root 2 minus root 2 equal to 0. Then it will make the whole question 0. That's why these are called real 0. Now look at the multiplicity of each real 0. So multiplicity of this is 2. See, the power is 2. The power is 2. That's why multiplicity is 2. Here the multiplicity is, look at the power is 1. So the multiplicity is 1. Here the multiplicity is, look at the power is 1. So the multiplicity 1. For the multiplicity we have to look at the power of the factor. So this is their multiplicity. Now B number. B number question is determine whether the graph crosses or touches the x axis at each x-intercept. So one x-intercept is at x equals to 0. What is the multiplicity? Multiplicity is 2. So for even multiplicity, it touches. So the graph touches. Then at x equals to minus root 2, the graph, this is multiplicity is 1. 1 is odd number. For odd number, it actually crosses. Then at x equals to root 2, this is also multiplicity 1, so the graph will cross here. So that's the thing. Now C number, for C number we have to find out the behavior of this at each real at each x-intercept. So at x equals to 0, first let's find it out. At x equals to 0, what will happen here is, let's put the 0 in the given function. So if we put 0, it will become 2 into x squared. Here we cannot put x equals to 0 because we obtained this x equals to 0 from this quantity. We will put it in other two places. So 0 plus root 2 and then 0 minus root 2. And if you see, look at this, so root 2, the 0 plus root 2 means just only root 2, 0 minus root 2 means just only minus root 2. Root 2 and root 2, if you multiply, it becomes 2. 2 into 2 equals to 4 x squared. And there is a minus here and there is a minus here, so minus minus plus. And this part right here is actually some up opening parabola, because 4x square, x square means parabola and there is a plus sign here, so it is up opening parabola. So this is the behavior at x equals to 0. Now let's look at x equals to, let me do it here, at x equals to negative root 2, what happens here? Let's see. At x equals to negative root 2, now we'll put it there in this place. Look at this, minus 2, then root 2, this is minus root 2 whole square, then we cannot put it here, we have to put it here, minus root 2, oh my god, this is just going outside. So just minus root 2 and minus root 2 there, if you are confused like this, this is what it is. So let's show you one more step here. Actually we can do directly also. Minus root 2 whole square means 2, then x plus root 2, then from this we get minus 2 root 2, we get minus 2 root 2. And if we do the whole calculation, then it becomes c minus minus plus 2 into 2 into 2 equals to 8. So 8 into root 2, 8 into root 2 equals to 11.8, root 2 equals to 11.313. So this is basically 11.31 x plus root 2, and this is positive, so that means it is a positive slope straight line. It is a positive slope straight line. And then let's try the next one at x equals to plus root 2. What happens there? So we can do it this way, at x equals to plus root 2. Okay, let's put it. So this is what we want to find out. So at x equals to plus root 2, the value will be minus 2, then root 2 whole square, then root 2 plus root 2, then x minus root 2, x minus root 2. We cannot put it there because we obtained that plus root 2 from this quantity, so we cannot put it there. Then if we do the calculation, you see 2 root 2 will come from here, then root 2, I mean similar calculation will be here, but there will be one extra minus here, so that minus I have to keep, and other value is same. Basically other values are same. If you look at this, other values, 2 root 2 means root 2 plus root 2 means 2 root 2, then this one. Okay, let me show you the calculation, this is better. So 2, then root 2 whole square means 2 into 2 root 2 plus root 2 means 2 root 2, then x minus root 2. So now if you see, there are some just numbers, some digits, so if you just multiply them, answer will be 11.31, then x minus root 2. Let me check if I have better marker here. I'm not sure about this. Yeah, this is good. So 11.31 x minus 3. So this is some negative slope straight line. Negative slope straight line is something like this. This is a negative slope straight line. If you are not sure about what is negative slope and positive slope straight line or parabola, then we can actually look at that in some other video or in some other situation. But now let's go ahead. So this is C number finished here. So you see basically this math is a bit longer than the usual because of the calculation. Although the question is very small, but the math is a bit larger. Now D number question is we have to find out the maximum number of turning points, and the maximum number of turning points always depends on the degree of the function. So the degree of the function is, you see there is x square, there is x square, so x square and x square combinedly x to the power 4. X to the power 4 means the number of turning points will be 1 less than the degree. Degree is 4, 1 less means 3, so maximum number of turning point will be 3. Then determine the AND behavior. AND behavior is simply the power function with the constant before it. So basically it is f of x equals to, you see this minus 2 we have to give always, I mean as this is a constant. If there is 3 written here, you will just directly write there 3. Whatever it is written here, we will just bring it here. Then x square and x square means x to the power 4. So this means actually if you want to understand, then and basically this means some down opening parabola. That means end part of the graph will be some down opening parabola. This is what it means actually. Alright, I hope it works. Thank you all, thanks for watching it, and I hope it is helpful for you. Have you seen this side fully? Okay, this side was I think this side was visible fully. Alright, thank you very much. Bye bye.